Hi Aditya, how are you doing?
I'm good, excellent. I think so. We're surviving in the current situation.
Yes, that's true. That's very true. That's actually a one sentence that sums up everything that we're going through right now. So today we are going to talk about the workforce of the future, and you have some very insightful details to give us about this topic. So let me get straight into the into the discussion. So my first question for you today, Aditya, would be: what are the factors influencing the future of work?
Yeah, that's a good question. There are multiple factors which influence the future of work. I famously call them as the triple W's: your work, your workplace, your workforce. These are the three important parts. And if we look further up in these areas, the workforce of the future is becoming more older. In due course of time, it will become more older, more ethically and racially more diverse, because we are cross pollinating against different regions, different cities, different places. So the life expectancy is going to shoot up extensively. Reading a report, men will survive till the age of 74, women till about 77. So the life expectancy has gone up, and we are in a current situation where you have multi-generational workforce, right? We have the silent ones which are just on the phase of retiring. Then you have baby boomers who are in the late 50s. Then you have Gen Z, millennial. Gen Z has just moved into the workforce, and obviously you will also have the alpha generation in due course of time which will come in. But also, if you look at from an employment standpoint, the workforce, leaving out the basic ones, which is your full-time employees, you'll see a coming of a lot of free agents, which we have already seen. But now companies will have to devise policies. How do you manage them? How do you cover them through insurance? That will be a big challenge for them. Uh, the other part, which we are now forced into, is the adoption of technology, right? COVID has pushed us in a situation where we're now be managing virtual workforce, right? So that will become a regular feature when once we look into the future, right? Very few people will go to office. You will have jobs which will stay away from locations, and will just say in India, it will just say India, right? You can work out of Batinda, to you can work out of out of Bangalore. So locations will become it'll become location agnostic, to be the right word. You'll see more flexibility. Like right now, some companies are already have the concept of bring your own gadget, but it will become far more easier and cooler with people to manage their own assets instead of the organization giving them, right? Uh, the career spans will also become more longer. There's a concept called perennials. These will be the older workforce which will still continue to work for a period of time, right? Obviously, there'll also be some knowledge base which they will come. They will may work as consultants after a period of time. A lot of companies will also look at a concept of something called leaning out, which is basically looking at a phased out retirement, not an immediate retirement, right? But a phased out retirement of saying that, hey, for this many years, you might just work for these many hours, right? So that flexibility will also come in the organizations. You will also see a push to people moving to mega cities. Right now, if you look at the concept, which is about what 29 mega cities are present right now, which is about 12% of the population. By 2035, we'll have about 50 mega cities and about 16% of the population moving that way. So you see a lot of people moving into larger cities, right? Then there is also a big shift from developing to developed, with a very different concept, right? You will have some countries which have huge aging population, Japan being one, right? You'll see a lot of the country will be open to making sure that they allow more immigrants into them, because they will not have a younger population after a period of time, right? They'll lose a lot of their knowledge base at a very short period of time. To reverse it, to see what's happening in Africa, the working population is about 57%, which will go up to 67% by 2050. So you can imagine the load on the government to making sure that employment opportunities are there for all of them, right? So these are some of my inputs on your first questions on factors influencing future of work.
Wow, that was really great. Actually, a lot of things that we have been dreaming these past few years, that we can get this to happen. I think it's going to be reality in the next. We need not wait for years. I think in the next few months, this is going to be great reality. That's great. So moving on to your second question, what are the key skills required in the future?
See, there are multiple key skills in the future, and these are learnable skills. Let me be very honest. First is your ability to solve complex problems. I think these sound very basic, but your ability to solve complex problem is very critical. The other part which I use from critical is critical thinking. It's your ability to reason. It is about being a active learner rather than being a passive one, right? So you need to learn on the job. That's why you see evident of bite-sized learning, right, which is coming. People learn on the job, they YouTube a lot of stuff. That's what's also becoming more prevalent. Creativity, that's what sets us apart from what today your machines are able to do, right? The more creative you are, the better it will be from a skill standpoint. And I think so the UX guys are the best example for that. And then your ability to manage people, because the way we are moving in future, you will also have your person next to you might be in a machine, right? Your ability to manage machines, ability to manage people from cities to locations to virtual to machines to everything will become very, very important. The last 2 points which I feel is very critical is obviously emotional intelligence. EI is just a measure of individuals' ability to manage their own emotions and emotions of other people, both in a group and individually, right? That becomes very, very critical. And something which I read a lot about is cognitive flexibility, your ability to disengage from one task and then respond to another, right? Do things with multiple concepts at the same time, right? Very different things. So your ability to step out and step away and get into doing something else will become very critical. So for me, these are some of the critical skills which are trainable, which is very important for the workforce of the future.
Very true. I agree with you completely, Aditya. When we had one of our earlier episodes with Anupam, he mentioned a very similar thing, saying that we need to be creative and wear multiple hats and just constantly upscaling ourselves to what is required for the market. Then and there itself. That's some great inputs we have got from you, Aditya. Thank you so much. Aditya, you have answered a lot of questions for us, which is very insightful. In closing, what would you like to tell the viewers? What advice would you want to generally give for them?
Yeah, so my advice is, one, being on the current situation, I think so stay safe. We will come out of it. This is nothing new. We've seen it earlier. We will come out of it. But my single advice to a lot of people watching it is keep learning. Your learning curves needs to be very, very important, and you keep learning at any age. We are all learning. We're learning right now because we were pushed into adopting technology. So keep learning. That's my only word of advice. So thank you very much for having me.
Great. Thank you, Aditya. Have a good day.
I think TI Dialogues is doing a great job getting all the leaders together, getting inputs back to the larger audience, and making sure that they train a lot of people in the HR fraternity. And they've not limited themselves only to the HR fraternity, but also to the larger world by giving value inputs for them in the current situation. So I think they're doing a phenomenal job. I would recommend TI Dialogues to anybody to join this family. Thank you very much.